Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to my interview live stream with US Hello Teacher Jared, who would be joining us in no time. Once again, guys, it's Friday night here in the UK, and our local time is 9:47 p.m. And obviously, we're going to have good conversation, fun, and amazing time with our US Hello Teacher Jared. Dear viewers, thanks for joining. If you haven't seen me before, I'm very happy to see you. And this is RahatAli, a part-time Hello teacher from England. I teach English grammar, spoken English, and IELTS strategies. Okay, guys, so if you have any questions or comments about the grammar or spoken English and also IELTS exam or about this app or what are the new changes coming soon, I'll be happy to clarify it. You would be aware that our new changes are coming from the 11th of October, which is in 3 days' time, and there will be a lot of new changes will be coming and implemented. Hello, Guns or Gunes. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Hello, Sanusi. Hello, Ali. Hello, Survivor. You're from Iraq. Welcome. Hello, Elena. Welcome. Hello, Ohud. Welcome. So, how are you all doing today, and how is your things going on? Yahoo! Teacher Jared is here. 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. Teacher
Yes.
Jared.
Yes, and you can see me. Good to see you, Teacher Rahat. I was so worried. I've never used the hop on feature on my phone before. I was like, I'm going to join your interview and you won't be able to see or hear me.
No,
But you can, so that's great.
you did it, Teacher Jared. No worries. You nailed it down. Okay, we'll start in 5 minutes. We'll have a little bit conversation between you and me and all
Sure.
the people. So, dear viewers, if you haven't seen Teacher Jared before, it's your high time to see and welcome him. Welcome, Teacher Jared. Oh, don't move. You're changing your
Uh-oh.
phone. Now it's like
I
this.
pushed a button and now
Yeah,
it's awful. Okay, yeah.
yeah. Now it's okay.
Okay.
Then people will do like this, and I can do like that.
Nope. Okay, better?
Better.
Or worse? Better. Okay, good. I'm not going to touch a thing, Teacher Rahat.
Please do not touch it.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll be penalized $10.
Yes, okay. I don't have the money for it, so I won't touch it.
Yeah, got to be careful. Okay, Miss Pixu, welcome. Lava, welcome. Hey, Dr. Mash Indominus, welcome. Sula, welcome. Francisco, welcome. Mohammed, welcome. Hamza Abdullah Ali, Arabic name. Ahlan wa sahlan. Mohammed, if you are free, you can join me. Mohammed is one of my subscribers from Pakistan. He's waiting for you to
Ah,
talk to you, honestly.
oh, wow. Awesome. That would be
So,
great.
Mohammed, let me know if you're free to join. Okay, it's now welcome. Welcome all the lovely people who have joined from the different parts of the earth. It must be midnight in Asian countries, Teacher Jared, like Bangladesh,
Yes.
India, and Pakistan, early morning in Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and those zone, Far East countries. Mira, welcome. Dila, welcome. Kamar, welcome. Ryan, you're from Bangladesh. So, guys, let us know from where are you watching and what's the local time. Then today, our conversation is the US Hello Teacher Jared. We're going to have a fantastic conversation. Before we
Yes.
kick off our session, I have one question, Teacher Jared. How much time have you got for me?
Well, I don't know how long your interviews usually last. Could we do like between 30 minutes and an hour? I'm yours, or however long you need me for.
At least I need an hour, please. Okay.
An hour. Okay, I'm here for you.
That's great. But if we have more time, that will be amazing because there are many fun questions. Many questions would be there. Our viewers are so
Okay.
amazing. They are going to ask you a lot of questions. And my request would be read it and you answer it. We both can answer together.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. Sounds good. Yes.
And also, guys, if you see the heart shape symbol, touch it to support Teacher Jared as well as me. And if you haven't followed Teacher Jared yet, please go to his account, start following. He's one
Yes.
of the newly appointed American Hello Teachers, and he's going to talk to us about his childhood education, school, college, fun stories, sad stories, girlfriend, boyfriend, money, love, passion, lot of
All
things.
that good stuff.
Yes. So Mohammed has joined. Mohammed, welcome.
Hello,
Hello, teacher Rahat, and hello, teacher
Jared.
Teacher Jared.
Jared. Jared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jared,
Hi,
yeah?
hi, Mohammed.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
Great.
Mhm.
Okay, Mohammed, if you can introduce yourself to teacher Jared, it would be great.
Yes. Yes. This is Muhammad from Pakistan, and I'm one of the student of teacher Rahat Ali. Yeah. And I saw your live stream. Just yeah, it's really perfect, and yeah, I liked it. So that's why it's like middle of night, but yeah, I hope on just to talk with you.
See, teacher Jared, I was right. He was waiting for you to talk.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Great. Very good. I'm glad. I feel so loved.
Yes. There is another Mohammed Arabic here from Somalia. Welcome. I can read Arabic by the teacher Jared because I was in Saudi
Oh,
Arabia for
great.
4 years. Ryan said, I'm
Oh,
coming to London soon. When will you meet me? Okay, let me know where in London. Okay, obviously we can meet. Asna, welcome. Hamza Abdullah Ali, you're from Yemen. Ahlan wa sahlan. Zaino, welcome. Okay, Mohammed, as we go through, don't worry, you can always ask questions to teacher Jared. These live streams are mostly to know our teachers because teachers come to the live stream, they teach us, and they're gone. We hardly know about it. And
yeah.
honestly, teacher Jared, I started this concept at the beginning of February of this year. And
Okay.
I thought to invite each and every teacher. So I started from the teachers who joined last year, March, like Ryan, the Canadian teacher, was the first guest speaker. And after that, I invited many of these teachers who joined last year. And obviously, many teachers couldn't join because of the tight schedule, job, and many other things. They said in the future they would like to join. It's really amazing to know our teachers because we teachers are on the same platform. We are here to help and support each other. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you so much for inviting me too. I would love to meet some of the new teachers too. I know we got a new batch of them in this month, and I'm trying my hardest to follow and watch streams and give hearts, but there's so many of us, so it's good to learn about new teachers.
That's right. Before I start our live stream, another important information teacher Jared Mohammed is aware, and all the people. My live streams are always shared through my Facebook Live as well as YouTube Live. So there are some people watching
Ah,
from there, and they're saying hello, welcome all the people who have joined from Facebook as well as YouTube. I'm sure,
wow.
guys, you can hear me clearly. If you have any questions and comments, please do ask me in the commented section. I'll be going there to read and come back to teacher Jared. But our main focus is on our Hello viewers. So welcome everyone once again. Our local time is in the UK 9:55 p.m. Friday night. So teacher Jared, welcome. Let's start officially. Teacher Jared, thank you very much for joining. I'm very happy and flabbergasted to get you.
Well, very good. I love your word choice, Teacher Rahat, and thank you so much for inviting me on your interview live stream.
Okay, we'll start from zero. So, teacher, that please tell us where you were born, and then maybe a little bit of our primary education, secondary, and so on up to your current education. Then we'll
Sure.
ask as we go through.
Great. Okay, good. And because I have a science background, so if I use any science words or education words that anyone in chat has any questions about, feel free to type, and either myself or Teacher Rahat will help you. But hi, everyone. My name is Teacher Jared. I live in America. I'm originally from the north in a state called New Jersey. So, looking at a map of America, New Jersey is like northeast. It's a little state near New York. I lived there for most of my life, and then I came down to a city called New Orleans, and it's a big party city. So I love living here. It's great. I've been. Oh, question. Yes.
Yes. So, what's your local time, please, teacher Jared? Would you like to
Oh,
share
I
our
am so sorry. Yes. So the local time where I am is 3:56 p.m.
Friday
in America.
afternoon?
Friday afternoon. Yes, sir.
Very good.
So 3:56 p.m. Good question. Sorry, I missed that. Okay. So right now I'm living in New Orleans. I went to college originally for biology. So I was very interested in studying science, life sciences, immunology, things like that. I thought it would be very, very interesting. And then Teacher Rahat, I finished my 4 years of science and I said, I don't want to do this for a job.
So, what was
Is
your
that always the way?
what was your favorite subject in science?
So my favorite subject was biological science. Specifically, I like learning about things like evolution, immunology, how diseases work. So my goal was when I was going to school was to work in the lab sciences. So I wanted to maybe work in forensics or to do lab work. I thought that'd be very interesting.
Okay,
And then I did that for 4 years, and I didn't want to do
that's
it.
great. So, Teacher Jared, I need to test your knowledge now.
Sure,
How
you can
many
try.
how many cells are there in human body?
Ooh, that is a good question. I don't think I can answer that one.
It's a
Maybe
fun
Rahat's gonna
question. Yeah, don't
work the
worry.
answer.
Don't take it
Yeah.
seriously. Mohammed, if you
Okay.
know the answer, you can share the answer. Okay. Hi, Mohammed. Now I can
Oh, I can
see
see
you.
you. Hi, Mohammed.
Okay, let me fix the camera. Oh my gosh, it's okay. Yeah.
Don't worry about fixing
It's
camera.
working. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Teacher Jared, go on. That's just only a fun question.
Okay, sure. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. If they know, you can teach me too. How many cells are in the human body?
Yeah.
So,
How many neuron cells are there in human body? That is the basic
yeah.
question.
Okay, good question. So I went to school for 4 years for biology. I finished school, didn't know what I wanted to do, didn't want to work in a lab. So then I tried substitute teaching, as a replacement teacher in the school system, and I fell in love with teaching. And I said, this is what I want to do.
Did you fell in love with a
So,
girl? You said?
oh, fell in love with teaching.
Oh, I thought a female teacher. I'm sorry. I misheard
No,
you.
that's okay. Fell in love with teaching. So I fell in love with teaching, started doing that. And that was about 8 or 9 years ago. And I just kept on with it. So substitute teaching I've done, after school teaching, tutoring. And for the last several years, I've been doing ESL online teaching, and I love it. So it's been a lot of fun. I've taught in the classroom and online, and now I'm here working with Hollow and doing a couple other online teaching jobs, and it's been great. I love it.
Wow, you're very experienced teacher, Jared. I didn't know that. I salute you.
Well, thank you. I've done a little bit of everything: math, language,
Mhm.
science, but my favorite has been ESL because I I love teaching the language and people love learning it. So it's been great.
Yeah, when in 1 plus 1 is equal to 10.
1 + 1 = 10.
Yeah.
Is that a phrase I'm not familiar with?
Yeah, It, it is 1 is equal to 9. So yeah, X will be 10.
Gotcha.
Okay. I see. I was like, huh?
Okay. When log 0 equal to 1. Log 0, log.
Look. Oh, yes. Okay. So you're
Logarithm.
you're throwing math questions at me. That's
And yeah, we'll have fun like this, yeah, teacher, that as you know, we go through. Now, I'm going back to your primary education. You said you're from
yes.
New Jersey and your primary education was there, right?
Yes. I spent most of my life going to school up in New Jersey, and now I'm living in a new state in a new city, South.
New Orleans, you said. Orleans.
New Orleans.
All right.
Yes. I'll type it in the chat in case anybody wants to look it up. It's New Orleans, Louisiana, and it's a big party city. People come here to have fun.
That's great. So you're a funny
Also,
person.
hi Esna. Hi. Yes, I love fun. The weather here is good. I hate winter. I hate snow. So living in the South is great because we don't have it. So
Teacher Jared, I heard that you are a ghost rescuer. Is it true?
I have I have a ghost.
You have a ghost rescuer.
Oh, a ghost rescuer. I'm not sure. A ghost rescuer?
Yeah, that means you save
Is
the other people attacking from ghost.
I don't know that. I do have a lot of spooky ghost classes. I don't think I have a ghost rescuer though.
Hi, Elzbieta, welcome. Asna, welcome again. Shaika, and all the lovely people. Thank you very much for joining. All right. Okay, so what was the name of your primary school?
Okay, so my primary school, this is going back some ways. So it was actually a primary and a middle school kind of together. So it was grades like kindergarten through eighth.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a school called Great Meadows School. That's where I lived in a town called Great Meadows. Very small town. Then I went to high school and then I went to college and
So here is one
yes,
question. I'm not aware about the American education system. If you can
yes,
describe a little bit, is it this high
sure.
school starts from year 9 or class 9?
Yes. So in America, usually you have your elementary school, like your primary school.
Mm-hmm.
Then usually you'll have like a middle school and then your high school. So usually, the primary or elementary school would go from like kindergarten to grade 4 or 5, and then you would have a middle school where you're a little bit older, like preteen age, which would go from grade 5 to 8, and typically high school starts at grade 9 to grade 12.
Okay, Teacher Jared and Mohammed, can you please smile? I'm going to take a photo. It will be
Oh,
posted
okay.
later. Hello has a Facebook page, in my
Right.
Instagram account as well. Yeah. So
Okay.
cheese.
Cheese.
Not different.
Great. Okay. Done. Come on now.
Good.
Let me
I hope
check.
you got my good side.
Yeah, you're smiling always as usual, Teacher Jared. I like your
Okay,
smiling.
good. Thank you. Yes, it comes from a place of joy and laughter, Teacher Rahat.
Yeah, I believe that is the impact of the environment of New Orleans.
Ah, yes, it is. The weather here is good, and there's lots of Teacher Rahat. If you ever come to America, there's
Yeah,
lots of bars here.
I have a planning.
So,
It is in my bucket list.
yes, yes, it's a big party city. No snow, lots of good food. We have Mardi Gras here every year. People come from all over the world to come to our Mardi Gras, celebrate like carnival.
Which month it takes place?
Yes, so it's Mardi Gras, and it takes place all over the city. People come to eat food, to drink, to watch parade floats. It happens for like the whole month, right? So like they have
Which month?
in Brazil.
I'm sorry, Teacher
Oh,
Jared. I missed it.
that's okay. It usually starts like around January or February. I think it's different every year, but around that time, and people come and they party. It's right before Lent, I think, is celebrated. So it changes every year,
That's
but people come here to have fun.
that's great. Yeah, definitely. I like to join your Mardi Gras and meet you
Yes,
and with your girlfriend. Yeah.
yes, yes. Well, I'm married, no girlfriend,
Oh,
but
so
I do have.
my apology. I didn't know that you're
That's
married
okay.
already. You're too young to get
Yes.
married. Come on, Teacher Jared.
How, Teacher Rahat? I'm going to get you in trouble. How old do you think Teacher Jared is?
I don't know. You look like no more than 22, but I'm 199.
Okay. All of my students say I'm 22 too. Does anybody in the chat remember how old Teacher Jared is? Any of my former students? Because some of you might know and don't
Near
want
to
to get in
30?
trouble, but
I guess near to 30.
well, yeah, it's near 30, but it's not 30. We can keep guessing up.
I said
Teacher
near to
Jared
30.
is Teacher Jared is 34. He just turned 30. Hi, Faith. I see you.
Not
Teacher
near to
Jared is 34.
Faith has a question. Do people speak
Yes.
French in your area, like New Orleans?
I'm sorry, Faith. I didn't see your question. So yes and no. People speak with what we call like a Cajun accent. A lot of people here
Cajun
speak with like
accent?
a little
I like this.
Cajun.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, the Cajun. So it's a little bit of a French tinge to the language.
Mhm.
But most people here will speak English, and then some people who live, in the swamp country, they will speak with like a Cajun accent.
Would,
It's very interesting to
would
hear.
you like to give us a demonstration of the Cajun accent of one sentence, please?
Oh, I cannot because I've only lived here for a few years. I can't give you the Cajun accent, but if you look it up, it sounds like it's very beautiful to listen to, but it's like a little bit of English with a little bit of French, but I can't mimic it. I'm no good at it.
Okay. Let's go back to the again your primary education. So when you went to the
Sure.
school, do you remember who was your best friend, Teacher Jared?
My best friend.
Was it a
Yes,
boy
I
or a
had a
girl?
it was a boy. When we were growing up, my best friend was Kyle, and we used to play together and hang out, and he was my best friend all the way up until probably middle school, and then he moved. But we were best friends for a long time.
That's great. Do you have still in contact with him?
No, sadly, we probably fell out of touch after he moved. He moved in middle school and then went to high school in a different state. And then, sometimes getting older, we lose contact with people, but we were friends for a very long time.
That's great. That's very good to know. So, teacher, there are two related questions here.
Yes.
When you were a child, what was your future career? What was your thought or dream that I would be this or
Ah,
that?
okay, good. That's a good question. So is this a two-part question, or you want me to answer part one first?
You can answer both together.
Okay, good. So my future career when I was little, the one thing I wanted to do more than probably anything was to write horror stories. So I still do that a little bit on the side as like a hobby, but I grew up loving scary stuff. So monsters, vampires. I used to watch scary movies, read scary books. So that was, and still is, that's my whole personality. So when I was growing up, something I wanted to do. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love English so much, because it's such an interesting language to read and to write. So I wanted to be a writer.
So, are you still a writer?
Yeah, well, I don't have anything published, but sometimes for fun, I'll write some stuff. And some of my students already know we like writing together, and writing is fun. It's a great way to practice the language.
Okay, that's great. And do you remember, did you like any girl when you were a child?
I didn't like any girl when I was a child. I didn't. I was too busy with school.
Did any girl like you?
No girls like
Don't
me either,
become a
Teacher
troll.
Rat.
Teacher
It's
Jared,
kind.
be honest with us.
Not,
Come on. Don't worry.
Become a
Your
troll.
wife is not beside you. I know that.
I know. I know my wife is not beside me, Teacher Rahat, because I do not have a wife. That's how we know that my wife is not beside me. So I am married. I do have a partner, but my wife is not beside me because Jared is married and my husband is here, but he is doing his own thing in the other room. So no girls liked Teacher Jared because Teacher Jared did not like the other girls in school.
All right. Dear viewers, once again, we are having conversation with American Hello Teacher Jared, who is from New Orleans at the moment, but he was New Jersey. So if you have any questions or comments about Teacher Jared's life, okay, please do ask me in the comment section. I'm sure he will read it, he'll answer it. And Mohammed, if you have any questions in the meantime as we go through, then please
Yeah.
do ask him. Yeah.
Call Jersey. I think Jersey we call like coat or something like long coat. Jersey, Jersey. Your
And
state name
yes,
is
so
New.
it's
What?
New Jersey. So where Teacher Jared lived, it's like if you're looking at a map of America and you know New York State, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Yes. So New Jersey is like one hop to the left of New York State. So if you look at New York and you go over one to the side, it's New Jersey, and that is where I was born.
Okay. Uh,
Mhm.
by the way, I'm going to show you the New Jersey through the Google Earth. People who do not know where Teacher Jared is, and
Ah, yes.
so I'm launching
No,
it.
no. Basically, my question was why the people called
New,
like the name,
oh,
is
what is
New
the
Jersey.
okay? What is the reason for the name of the state New Jersey? That is his question.
Ah, okay. Well, if I had to guess, I would say New Jersey was one of the first 13 colonies or states in America when it was first being founded.
And
And
Yeah,
all of our settlers came from
Confederation.
the yes.
Confederation.
Yes, so they came from the UK, they came to America, and a lot of the places that we named were named after other places in England or Britain. So I know there's a Jersey in Britain. Am I right, Teacher Rahat? Probably somewhere.
yeah, there is a Hebrides, or we call islands. It's called Jersey.
Yes, Jersey. So when the British settlers came here and they wanted to found the United States, they named one of their states New Jersey.
Uh,
So they were
Mhm.
probably not very creative. That's my guess anyway. So a lot of the cities and states here were named after places that, yep, there's New Jersey, were named after places that were in Britain, and then they came over here and they put the word new in front of it.
That's right. So, dear viewers,
Yep.
Teacher Jared have shared the Google Earth, New Jersey, the Newark, Philadelphia, Wilmington, Delaware, Maryland, Baltimore, Washington, blah blah blah. Okay.
Blah blah blah. Yep, that's me. So we lived in this state, Teacher Rahat, and we lived in north of it. So like towards the very tip of north. It's all like farm country in the north of it.
That's
So
great.
yeah, so there's yep, New
Oh,
York,
beautiful.
and then mhm.
All right, that's
Mhm.
great. So, Mohammed, is it okay for you to see the New Jersey?
Yeah, yeah, it's clear. It's clear. Oh, yeah, it's
Okay,
clear.
so that is beside New Jersey. Is it the Atlantic Ocean, Teacher Jared?
Yes. So we live near the Atlantic. Well, I mean, I didn't live near the Atlantic Ocean, but the state is near it, right? So it's Yeah, I wish I lived near the ocean, but I did not.
All right. Teacher Jared, do you know how to swim?
I do know how to swim. I wouldn't say I'm a professional swimmer. I don't swim often, but Teacher Rahat, if you threw me in the ocean, I could probably swim my way out. So
Okay. If you,
I do know.
I was going to, ask you theoretically, if you're thrown to the Atlantic Ocean, if you cross the Atlantic, then you can come to the UK. Do you?
Oh, there you go. Yes, that's quite a distance. I'm not sure. I haven't been to the gym in a while, but I'll let you know. It's gonna be that's a long swim.
Yeah. Don't worry. People will be beside you to see your swimming. TV
Ah,
recording.
okay.
All right, so that's cool. So, Mohammed, I'm sure you're happy with the teacher Jared's answer. Let's move on because teacher Jared says he has got around an hour. So, we have already 25 minutes gone. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, time goes fast.
That's right.
We're
Okay.
having fun.
All right, teacher Jared, do you remember any sad story from your childhood that still
Hmm.
makes you cry or you feel sad? Something you have done,
Okay.
something you did, maybe naughty?
Ooh, okay. So now you're okay. So let's see if Teacher Jared can think of a story that won't be too embarrassing. Let's see. So something that makes me sad from my childhood, you would ask?
That's right.
Yes. Okay, good. So let's see. Ooh, I do have one. Okay.
Hmm.
So one of Teacher Jared's favorite animals is a rabbit. So I have a rabbit now that is my pet. I know a lot of people in Britain, in the UK, they have rabbits for pets all the time, right?
Right.
Yes, yes. So I love rabbits. Growing up, I had my own rabbit that I used to love and take care of when I was a child, and he lived outside in one of those. We would call it a rabbit hutch. Yes,
Hmm.
lived outside. So growing up, I had this rabbit. I loved him. He was an outside rabbit, and I would always tell my parents. I would say, "Bring him inside. It's too cold outside. He needs to be an inside rabbit." But my parents said no because, as you know, rabbits sometimes can be dirty. They can be a little messy. They they go to the bathroom all the time. That's all my rabbit seems to do is use the toilet. So my parents said no, no, no. And then one day I went outside and found out that my rabbit had been eaten.
Oh,
Something had eaten my childhood rabbit,
sorry to hear
and it
that.
was yes, it was very bad. I was very upset. So now Teacher Jared has a rabbit, and my rabbit always stays inside. So
What's the name of
I
your
don't.
rabbit?
My rabbit's name is Oz, O-Z, and you might hear him in the background because he is making some noise. He's probably destroying my house right now.
Is it like the
So
greatest singer Ozzy Osbourne? Ozzy?
Ozzy spelled like that. Yes. So we call him Oz or Ozzy, but yes, he's and he lives inside. He's a free range rabbit. He's litter trained. He's great. So
How many rabbits have you got? Only one?
what? Only one. I have one rabbit and one dog. So they sometimes play together. They'll go to sleep together. So we've got just the two.
They're the best mates then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They one's about my dog is about 5 years old and the rabbit is about 2 or 3. So they've grown up together and they're friends. They're best friends. So
Okay, very sorry to hear that something or someone ate your rabbit.
that's
Okay,
okay.
that's
Thank you. Thank you for. I didn't even remember that until you asked me for something painful from my childhood. So that's good for me too to remember that.
that's okay. So, Teacher Jared, when you went to secondary school, now we are a
Mhm.
little bit grown up, about love and many other adult things. On that
Sure.
age, did any girl ever send you a love letter or said, Jared, really, I like you. I love you. Would you like to go with me tonight?
Oh yes. Well, when I was in school, definitely. I think a lot of girls might have liked Teacher Jared because I am very handsome, as
Mm-hmm.
many of my students tell me. Yeah.
More
So
than
I
me.
yeah I might have had some students, some other students tell me, Teacher Jared, you're very cute or you're very handsome, but I did not have time for romance, Teacher Rahat, because
Oh, come
I don't
on.
know if I told you this. Yes,
I,
but
I don't think
I
I don't think you're telling us the truth.
I am, and I will tell you why. So I am a middle
Don't be
child of
shy, Teacher Jared. Share with us.
I,
No one
I,
is going to listen to it.
I am very much not shy, but I have two older brothers and two younger sisters, and I was the middle child. So my job was to look after my younger siblings because both of my parents worked. So every day I would finish school, I would walk home, and my job would be to cook the meals, to do the laundry, to clean the
Oh,
house.
you know everything. That's
So
cool.
yes, yes. So I was, and I'll type this here in your chat. I was what is called a latchkey kid in the States. So my job was to, I was like a live-in nanny, but I was their child. So
Latchkey.
I would come home. Yes, the latchkey kid. So my job was to do the domestic chores of the house as a child, right? So domestic chores of the house, yes. So that was my job. So my parents both worked full time. My older brother and older sister were in high school. They were worried, they were too busy looking for their romance and their love, teacher Rahat. And I would be at home and I would do all the domestic household chores. So I'm a very responsible adult now because I had to be a very responsible kid. So, but yeah, that's what it's like growing up in a big family.
Okay, but you said you have got three brothers and sisters altogether.
Yes, so I've got so it's four. So I have two
Four,
older
sorry.
siblings, a brother and a sister, and then two younger, a brother and a sister, and then teacher Jared was smack in the middle. So that was my job, is I was the babysitter.
All right. Okay. So after finishing your secondary high school, I mean high school,
Mhm.
we call it secondary in the UK. I'm sorry. High school.
It's okay.
You went to university, right? You studied
Yes.
science and biology, right?
Yes, I studied biological science for 4 years.
All right. Okay, that's great. So, do you like the theory of evolution?
Yes, I took several evolution classes. I think it's very interesting knowing that, where we came from. I think it's great following that whole evolutionary track. And I also, after school, after I finished university, I became a science teacher. And one of my favorite things to teach students was all about these evolutionary theories and designs because some schools in America don't teach that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's important to learn about evolution and to learn other ideas and to know where we come from.
All right, that's okay. And how many chromosomes are there, Teacher Jared, in a human body?
I feel like the answer is 21 chromosome, but I could be wrong. Is it 21 or 23? Because I always get those numbers confused.
23 pairs of chromosomes.
23,
One pair of
yes.
sex chromosomes. Yeah.
Mm, that is right. Okay, good. Yes. Phew.
And
You're hitting
also,
me with all these questions, Teacher Rahat.
yeah, and obviously you can, because you're a science teacher, that's why I'm asking those related
Mhm.
question. As you know, the mutation, DNA and RNA
Yes.
mutation. If you can explain to our viewers, what does mutation mean in a simplified way?
Sure. So a mutation, to the way that I would define it, would be an abnormal change. So it could be in your DNA or in your genes or your makeup. Mutation would be like an abnormal change in the way that your body makes cells or information. So I would say it's a change. If anybody here likes shows like the X-Men, they are mutants, they are mutations, they are different, yes?
Yeah,
So,
that's great. Thank you very much, Teacher Jared. Okay, so
sure.
you finished your college, then you become teacher. I know that you said it's around 8 years you have been teaching,
Yes.
right? So which class of students are you involved in teaching?
Sure. So I taught mostly middle school and some high school, but my focus was on science. So
Hmm.
I've taught life science, earth science. I also was for about 2 or 3 years I was a co-teacher. So I was working with another teacher in the classroom teaching lessons,
All
and we
right.
taught English and math and reading comprehension. So the only subject that I am not comfortable teaching is social studies or history because I am very bad at
I like
that.
history, honestly, Teacher Jared. When I read the
Ah,
history, that
yep.
that makes me that I am the part of the history. I'm watching. It is happening in front of my eyes.
Ah,
You mentioned one thing, the New Jersey, how it was named.
yes.
I read the story when the Britain, I mean the Great Britain
Mhm.
people went to raid America and they conquered, I think, 13 states around 200 years, from 13th century to 15th century, and and in 1780, is it 1784 we got independence?
So we started it in 1776. I feel like it might be 1784. But
Yeah.
Teacher Rahat, I'm no good with history, so I know that one date, 1776.
Okay, 1784, and this Statue of Liberty was given from France as a
Yes.
memory, which is now in Newark. Anyway, let's move down. Teacher Jared, now a few more personal questions. What's
Sure.
your favorite food? You mentioned that you can cook a lot of foods.
Mhm.
Tell us which one is your favorite food, and what kinds of food you are expert in cooking.
Sure. So I can tell you that my favorite food of all time is probably pizza. I mean,
Oh,
everybody loves pizza.
pizza,
I love
margarita,
pizza.
cheese,
Yeah. Oh,
pepperoni,
pepperoni.
pepperoni.
I'm a big pepperoni fan. Yes. And funny pizza is funny, Teacher Rahat, because depending on where you live in America, your pizza will taste very different. So some places make excellent pizza, and then I don't know if this is the same where you live in the UK, but some places you'll go to in America, and the pizza will be horrendous. It will be terrible.
It is.
So yes, yeah. So some places you go and it's fantastic, and some places you go and you're like, this is not pizza. I don't know what this is. But where I live, you have to be very careful about the pizza you get, because in the South, a lot of American places in the South don't know how to make pizza. So when you find like a really good place, you are loyal to it for life because they'll make the best pizza for you.
Esna has a question for you. Do you like
Oh,
avocado?
Esna has a question. Avocado. Yes, I don't like avocado on pizza, Esna. I hope you're not asking me about avocado on pizza because no.
No, I mean possibly Esna's trying to ask if you like avocado individually, not as
In
a part of,
general, yes,
yeah,
I
not as
do.
a not as a topping of your pizza.
I do like avocado. I like to eat it in my guacamole. So if
Yeah.
you like to do the guacamole with chips, that green dip, I
Hmm.
love guacamole and avocado in that. Would I? Thansinko wants to know about pineapple. I do not do pineapple on pizza, Teacher Rahat. Do you
You
do
don't?
pineapple on your pizza?
No, I don't either. I like
No,
black
I don't.
olive. I like.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember mushroom, obviously. Then what chilies, onions,
Okay.
jalapeno,
Hmm.
pepperoni. And
Okay, good.
cheese as well, and
Hmm.
stuffed. These what is called the stuffed boundary. This
The stuffed crust.
stuffed crust. I'm
Yes.
sorry, stuffed
Hmm.
crust. Especially, it should be cheesy. Otherwise, I wouldn't like.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I think those are all good. It sounds like you're almost trying to make your pizza healthy with all those vegetables, huh?
Yes, I like always veggie pizza. Honestly, Teacher Jared, that's my
Ah,
favorite.
wow. Okay. Great. No, I've always been a carnivore. I've always been a big fan of the pepperoni and the sausage and the all the meats on the pizza, but sometimes a vegetable might sneak its way on there too.
So, have you watched the movie Cannibal Hannibal?
Cannibal Hannibal?
Yeah,
I do not know that one. Is that a scary movie?
you should watch it. Hannibal Rising, Doctor Hannibal,
Oh,
Silence of the Lamb,
yes. Okay, I know who you're talking about, like Hannibal Lecter. Yes,
Hannibal
I
Lecter.
I have I have watched some of those movies, and some. I think there was a TV show for a little bit. I might have watched a little bit of that, but yes, I know Hannibal the Cannibal.
All right.
And Esna's getting hungry with Cannibal
Uh,
the Cannibal.
so am I. I'm also getting hungry, Teacher Jared. Hi, Manila. Welcome. Who else is here? Asna, Tansico, and all the lovely people. Thank you very much for joining. We are having conversation, Teacher Jared and American Hello Teacher. If you have any questions or comments, please do write on the commentary section. He'll be happy to read, answer it, and so am I. Okay, so what's your favorite color, Teacher Jared?
My favorite color. So it changes. So today I think you're wearing my favorite color, which is purple. Yes.
Yahoo! Deep
Yeah,
purple. Do
purple.
you like music? Deep
Yes.
purple?
Of course, it's got to be the royal color, right? We need it to be like a royal purple for like kings and queens. Absolutely. Um, some days I like red or green, but purple is my absolute favorite.
So I'll say, Your Highness King Jared, the subject is
Yes.
at your testimony.
Yes. Yes. That's what I would always tell my students is that it's the color of royalty. So if teacher Jared was wearing purple, you had to respect him, right?
Yes, definitely. They must. Otherwise, they'll be sent to the, some isolated island.
Yes, to the dungeon.
Dungeon. London dungeon.
The London dungeon, yes.
All right. Okay. So, um, what is your favorite dress, both official and non-official?
Sure. So official dress, I guess I would wear probably what you wear to any teaching job. So
Suited, booted.
but oh no, never a suit. It is much too hot here to wear a suit. I would probably wear like a short sleeved dress shirt, maybe a polo shirt,
Hmm.
and khaki pants and dress shoes. But honestly, Teacher Rahat, here it is always today is probably like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It's always very, very warm here. So I'm usually in t-shirt, shorts, and sandals. You can't wear much else here. It's too hot.
All right.
So it's summer dress pretty much year round.
Okay. So, how is the weather in New Jersey? All over the year like this? Hot weather?
So so in New Jersey, because right now I'm in New Orleans where it's very, very hot. So in New Jersey, they have all four seasons. So they have spring, summer, fall, winter.
And the
You
New
can't believe
Orleans?
it. Yeah, and in New Orleans, where I am now, it's summer, 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 summer. So
Ooh,
it's
blimey, that's
always
too
warm.
too hot. I should
Yes.
maybe I'll not be able to visit you then.
Yeah, definitely never come in the summer season. If you come here, everyone stays inside where there's air conditioning. Summer is not fun here. You don't want to come here in summer.
All
Come
right.
any other time. If you come in December or January, it's still going to be like very balmy, warm weather, but
Mm-hmm.
never ever come in the summer season. No.
That's okay. Thank you. I'll remember it, Teacher Jared. Okay.
Yes.
Teacher Jared, you have already mentioned I've got two pets, one bunny or rabbit and one
Yes.
dog.
Mhm.
And okay. And how many languages can you speak?
Good question. So I'm trying to learn more languages. I know a little bit of Spanish. I'm trying to learn Japanese because we're all stuck inside because of the pandemic. You might as well try to learn something new while you're inside, right?
Arigato
Um,
gozaimasu.
yes, very good. Uh, so arigato gozaimasu. So thank you very much. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, see, I am learning too, and I can learn from you as well. And yeah, and I know a little bit of Spanish, but as I've told my students before, I took 5 years of Spanish, Teacher Rahat,
Mm-hmm.
but no years of conversational Spanish.
Okay.
So
So,
I can write a sentence and I can read a sentence, but if you speak to me in Spanish, I will not be able to speak back.
¿cómo estás?
Yeah. Bien.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. So
Gracias.
yes, so that is one of the things I think that I tell students all the time is that if you are learning a language, you need to practice the speaking portion of it because I do not know any conversational Spanish and I wish that I had taken more of it. So I'm trying to learn that now, but
Mm-hmm.
very important to practice speaking and grammar, I think.
All right. Okay. I'm going to share your course in a moment, Teacher Jared.
Sure.
I've got the page. So, Tanto Sinka Namaste. Welcome. Okay. Teacher Jared?
Yes. Still
Okay.
here?
No,
Yes.
yeah, I thought you might be frozen because
Oh no, I'm
you, it's like
still
this.
here.
Okay. All right. So, now, how many countries have you visited up to now?
Just one, just America. I have traveled to many states, but I have not traveled to any other countries. And I hope that after the pandemic is settled a little bit, I hope to visit some other places because I'd love to see the world.
I'd like to invite you, England, Teacher Jared.
Well, thank you. Yes, that would be great. Right now, nobody is traveling anywhere, but maybe once things are a little bit safer, I would love to come and visit.
Okay. Some of the viewers said they can't see you. Uh,
Oh,
viewers, can you please confirm that you can see Teacher Jared and me and hear our voice?
yes, I am moving now. I can see myself on the app. I hope. Hmm.
All right. Okay.
Yes, please confirm. I want to
I,
make
I
sure.
I can see you. That's okay.
Okay. All
They
right.
said I can't see you. Okay.
Hmm.
Info, welcome. We're going to go to the lessons in a moment. We are asking some personal question to Teacher Jared. Once again, dear viewers, we're having conversation with the American Hello Teacher Jared, who lives in New Orleans now, not New Jersey anymore. And he's going to read all of your comments. Please do ask comments. Something is helpful, like English language or science, maybe, because he's a science teacher.
Hmm.
Okay, Teacher Jared, do you like music?
I do like music. Absolutely. Everyone loves
What
music.
kind of genre do you like?
Okay. So Teacher Jared likes what we would call like alternative music. So a little bit of like punk and pop and folk and kind of that mixture in between. So I like a little bit of that alternative rock style.
Okay, and that's the course, dear viewers. Teacher Jared
Yes.
has a course, and that's starting in October
Uh,
13.
Next week. Yes. Love and dating. Hmm.
Okay, if you just explain how they can join you, please, that will be great.
Sure, absolutely. So if you want to join my course for love and dating, you can either go to my profile page, click on the little picture of Teacher Jared, and that will take you to my profile where you can see my courses. Or if you click on, I think there's the curriculum at the bottom of the home page. Yes, Teacher Rahat?
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you go to your home page and go to the bottom where there's the curriculum that you can scroll through, click on Love and Dating, and you'll pop up to this page. And then you'll be able to click on the course and find one that works for you. I would love, love, love to have more students in my courses because I love teaching. So go to the Love and Dating curriculum page and book me for our class.
That's great. So, dear viewers, once again, another way, if you see the Discover page, you can also
Mhm.
choose from there to find out your favorite teacher and join the course. If you haven't taken the free trial yet, still you have the opportunity to get one free trial to any of your favorite teacher, and after that, obviously, you need to pay. As you might be aware, from the 11th of October, our rules are changing. Possibly, it will be easier for you to wait until that time. So, 13th is just after the 11th. So, possibly, you might be able to join Teacher Jared with $10 for the whole month. So, grab the opportunity, guys. And I'm sure you're going to learn a lot of things.
Great. Sorry, I am typing in your chat at the same time.
No
Uh,
worries.
yes, good. I am trying to answer questions at the same time as speaking to you, but okay.
All right, Teacher Jared, how did you come to know about the Hello?
Sure. So I had been teaching with another company in China, and unfortunately, I couldn't continue that position. So I went to go look for other online teaching opportunities, and I found Hallo, and I never heard anything like it before. I love this model of being able to live stream classes, and you have all these different ways to teach students. So I thought I would apply and try it out, and I got in, and now I'm very, very happy here. So it's been great. I've never before had the option to do a live stream class with this many people. It's been wonderful.
All right, and amazingly, Teacher Jared, for your information, 90% of our students are adult students, and we have got around 1.3 million members from more than 165 countries.
Wow, that's a
This
lot
is,
of people.
yeah, this is without the generic marketing. Now, Hello has gone to marketing in South Korea, and
Mhm.
eventually they've got plan to make it number one educational app all over the world when it will be in full swing marketing all over the places. Okay,
Yes, yes. Number one.
that's right. We'll make it number one with all the teachers together and our learners together.
Yes.
All right, so let's move on. And do you remember which date it was you applied as a teacher and you were notified?
I think it was, I don't know the date. I think I applied, it must have been back in July because uh, in August, I started getting all my materials together and I had my first class in the first week of September. So it was probably in July or August. I'm very new. I've only been officially teaching with Hallo for about a month or so.
That's great. And honestly, Teacher Jared, I invited almost every teacher, including new teachers. Some of them
Mhm.
responded and some of them didn't. Some of them don't want to be interviewed. So there are three
Okay.
different kinds of, reflections and responses from them. Anyway, as a matter of confidentiality, I don't want to disclose anyone's name, but
Right.
this is how I got the responses. But anyway, as long as they have informed me, that's fine. All right,
Uh-huh.
Omar has a question. How do you explain Einstein's theory of relativity? I have got an
Ah,
explanation as well. Teacher Jared, after you.
okay. Well, I will like this comment, and then I will add that this is more of a physics question, and teacher Jared was a biology major, which means I studied things like living cells and disease and animals. So I know Einstein's relativity is E equals mc squared, but that
Mhm.
is all I know.
That's right, exactly. And
Yes.
also, in a simplified way, if you're looking at a beautiful girl for 2 hours,
Hmm.
you'll realize that this 2 hours gone in the twinkle of an eye. Now,
Ah, yes.
if you go to the hot stove or a oven for 30 seconds, you'll feel that, oh, you have been on that oven maybe more than many ages.
Ah, yes. That is true. So that's the theory of relativity. It has to do with I know it has to do with
Time,
time, teacher Rahat.
yes,
Yes.
time is relatively slow, time could be faster.
Ah,
Honestly
okay.
speaking, if humans could conquer the speed of time, or they
Hmm.
can go faster than the time, then everything would be slow
Ah.
on this three-dimensional environment. Like, for example, time moves at 186,000 miles per second.
Hmm.
Okay, but if we could discover something that speed is more than that, then everything will be going back because we are going faster than the time.
Ah, wow. Okay. I did not know this. I knew the letters and the numbers, and that was it.
Let,
So you
let
have
me
taught
show
me
you one
something
thing.
new.
Teacher Jared, keep an eye on the
Yeah.
screen.
Okay.
Can you see? Infinity.
Ah, yes. Oh, I see. Yes.
Can you
There I
see now?
am so many times. Yes.
We did it very often mistakenly. This is the one of the explanation how could be infinity, no end. I'm sure it's still
Ah,
going.
yes. I
There,
think it
look.
probably is. Bye. Bye, us.
This is called the theory of relativity in a plain way. Anyway,
Ah.
Omar, teacher Jared is a biology teacher. If you have any question, like, you can ask the what is the you know sorry, what should I say? The name of the virus
That
that
could
came
be
in
one.
2020.
Sure.
Can it be
I will.
mutate?
Yes, I will. I will do my best to answer biology questions. It has been, gosh, probably 6 or 7 years since I've taught a biology class. But if you ask me a generic science question about biology, I will do my best to answer it.
Okay. What is the scientific name of human being?
The human being would be. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, dog. Excuse me, sir.
Ozzy.
uh, oh yes. Sorry. So you cannot see him. Can you
No.
see him now?
Oh, yes, a
Oh,
little
wait,
bit.
that is my finger.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
him.
Oh,
All right.
he is camera shy. Yes. So the human name would be Homo erectus because we stand upright. We are Homo sapiens, right? So we are yes. So we are standing upright and we are walking around people. And Homo sapiens have gone through a lot of changes over the years. There are lots of different variations, and now we are here. We are the dominant dominant species, you would say. So we won.
That's right. And also, dear viewers, I'm sure you know that if you ever research the DNA and RNA combination, humans have the most similar combination with chimpanzee, right, teacher
Yes,
Jared? So
chimpanzees. Yes.
chimpanzee, and they've got similarly 23 pair of chromosomes, and much of the similarities of these chemicals of the different names of the chromosomes, especially double helix, right?
Yes, the double helix. Yes, it's very interesting to be able to look at animals in nature and to see how closely related we are to them because that adds more to the theory of evolution that we all have a common ancestor somewhere. So it's all very interesting to study and learn about.
Have you watched the movie called Lucy?
Lucy, did that have Scarlett Johansson in it or no?
That's
I
right.
cannot
And
remember. It did.
yeah, and she was given some drugs, and she could now feel it, and she could travel everywhere, and she was explaining all the evolution to the one of the
Ah,
professors in Germany. And who's that professor? The actor, famous actor. I forgot his name. Anyway, I like also science fictions. I'm a blind
ah,
fan of science fiction, teacher Jared, and also all the horror movies like Stephen King's movies.
yes. I'm a big Stephen King fan, so we have that in common. I love Stephen
Yeah,
King.
that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come to that anyway. Don't worry, teacher Jared. So, when you joined on Hello, how was it feeling on the first day? Were you excited, happy?
So on the first day, I was probably a little bit nervous because my first week of teaching was the same week that we had the big Hurricane Ida in America. So we had a big hurricane that cut across all of America from New Orleans, where I live, all the way up to New York City, and it
Mhm.
caused a lot of damage. And we had to leave our home, and we were kind of looking for a place to live for a few weeks. So I was very nervous because the place where I was very worried that the internet would not be stable enough for me to hold class. So
Mhm.
the entire time I was having my first lesson, I was sweating.
All
I
right.
was afraid that I would freeze or my camera wouldn't work or my audio wouldn't work. But all of the students that came to support me were great. They had lots of questions and they said hi and it was wonderful. I was very nervous going in, but I left my first stream very happy and very pleased with how it went.
That's great. So how many lessons you conduct every week at the moment?
So right now, this is the second week that I'm trying to make this more of a like a more frequent full time stream. So this week I think we've done maybe 5 streams. So I'm
Mhm.
trying to do at least 5 or 6 a week. I know that the new Hollow model is coming next week, so we can see how that changes. But I'm trying to stream as much as possible because, like you said, we have 1.3 million students, and I want to make sure that everybody gets to have a class.
That's right. Yeah. And amazingly, the plus point of this new model theory is that because you're one of the active teachers, they will obviously subscribe to those teachers who are active, and
Ah,
according
yes.
to the time matching, so that they can hop on and talk to you. And I believe that it will be really amazing to get the new model for all of us. I, I,
Mhm.
I find it really interesting, Teacher Jared.
Yes, me too. I'm excited. I've never been part of the. I think it's supposed to be kind of like the old subscription model for Hollow. I'm not familiar with it,
Yeah, let me
but
explain because I was also from the very beginning. And oh, are you all
here
right,
I
Teacher
am.
Jared?
I dropped my phone. You can see me now, right?
All right, yeah. So
Okay.
last year, on in March 2020, I joined the Hello App as a student. I was
Okay.
one of the lucky students who was promoted as a teacher after 300 hours of live streaming.
Oh,
And
okay.
many
Wow.
teachers, many admins, and many hierarchy people helped me. I'm thankful to June Ben, all the recruitment team who chose me. And obviously, they were watching all my live streams, the way I was interacting with the students, making the liaise with other teachers.
Mhm.
And after that, many students are also promoted, like Teacher Ahmed, another one. Then
Yes, I know
teacher,
Teacher Ahmed.
yeah, Teacher Nazrul, Khadija. I'm not sure if you met them not. Then who else? I'm trying to remember. There are a few other teachers who are not here anymore.
Okay.
So anyway, so that is the breakthrough for some of our students who are really dedicated to the Hello app, because we are always being active here. And after that, that time the subscription model was with $5 you have to buy 300 coins, Hello coins. Okay,
Ah, okay.
with $5 you could subscribe to a teacher whole month, unlimited time. So almost every teacher got good number of subscribers. Some teachers got maybe 130 subscribers in a month.
Ooh.
Some teachers got 40, some teachers got 30, 70, 80. And amazingly, I had the highest number of subscribers was last December, 127.
Ooh.
All right. And
Good
after
numbers.
that, suddenly Hello decided to increase and it went to $5. Then
Mhm.
after a few months, it went to $7. Then it went to
Okay.
$10. Okay. And suddenly we are informed that, okay, we're going to change the model as a courses. And then I had a thought to create my own courses. So I created two of my courses. One is English grammar, another is spoken English.
Mhm.
So you'll find in the curriculum section, teacher Jared and all the people. My spoken English is completed. I'm just preparing the some of the lessons. Then I have to ask them to upload it. So what happened basically? But the disadvantage was, teacher Jared, because with 1 month, any student can come and hop on.
Okay.
Okay. Now this model is a bit more time control. So each lesson will be an hour, and the system will automatically count down from 59 minutes 59 seconds to zero. It stops.
Mhm.
So if they want to hop on again, they have to subscribe to you again to the different course.
Right.
So they have to pay again. You see, which is why it is indirectly an amazing model. And non-subscribers can come, but they will not be able to make comments unless they become your subscriber.
Mhm.
So obviously, there's a much likely to get more subscribers for each and every active teacher here.
Yeah. And I think the other great thing about the new subscription model, if I remember correctly, is that if you subscribe to a teacher's courses, you'll be notified for, I think it's 8 courses in that month, eight
8
live
lessons.
streams.
8
Yes,
lessons.
8 lessons. So if
Mm-hmm.
you subscribe to that teacher, you'll know ahead of time what time they'll be going live for that 1 hour, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And then
that's
you'll
right.
be able to hop on to those one of those 8
That's right.
for the month. Yes.
Yeah, that is in courses. But if they go to like a monthly subscription, they can hop on all the 8 lessons.
Oh,
It
great.
depends on the
Okay, even
teacher.
better.
It depends on the teacher. If the teacher wants to bring the student,
Mhm.
that's fine. You're welcome. But teacher always brings the students because it is really direct interaction with the students. How you can teach them and help them. Explain them something.
Oh yeah.
And amazingly, all of our learners are amazing. They are so protective. If something bad happens, someone makes a bad comments, they will protect you. They will fight for you. This is I like it. Teacher Jared.
Hmm.
Okay, remember that last week these things happened. One spammer took your photo, cloned your account, and my account has been cloned more than 20 times.
Yes, I did see that. The spammer actually came into my chat, I think last week, and had said that for Halloween he was going to wear a mask of my face because it was so hideous. And every one of my students jumped to my defense, and it was wonderful. We blocked him right afterwards, but as you know, we're working on the issue. But he
That's
loves
right.
to come into our streams and we would say troll us or make problems. But
Mhm.
the students here have been great about ignoring him or getting him away. So
That's right.
yes.
So let's move on, Teacher Jared. How much time have you got? I need to ask you again. Sorry.
So could we do like maybe one more question because then I have to get dinner ready. Here in
Uh,
America, it's almost dinner time. So
sure. Okay.
okay.
Teacher Jared. Now it's a matter of teaching and learning. So if you're a Hello Teacher, so what would be your conception for teaching our students? How do you make sure all of our learners get a proper lesson from you?
Sure, absolutely. So one of the things that I think is great about this platform is not only can you practice speaking like we're doing now, but you also have the option to use the chat box or to use other tools to write. So
Hmm.
when I started teaching in Hollow, one of the things I noticed was that there are often several grammar errors, mistakes in the chat box from people abbreviating things. So one of the things that we've been focusing on in my classes is working on sentence structure, syntax, grammar, punctuation. So one of the things that I think I can bring to Hollow is working on improving our writing skills because speaking is important, but definitely writing is too. So we can learn new vocabulary words, we can learn creative writing ideas and concepts. I'm really excited to not only speak to my students, but to also help them with writing because it's two
Hmm.
parts of English, right?
That's
So
right.
I think that's what I'm most excited for.
That's great. That's amazing. Thank you very much, Teacher Jared. So, if you have to give one advice today for our learners to learn English or develop themselves to the next level, what would it be?
Absolutely. So I get this question a lot. So for students that are trying to learn English, the best idea that I have for them, and we'll speak on conversational English, right? So if they want to learn more conversational English, you need to find someone to practice with. Hollow is a great tool because not only do you have teachers like us to practice with, but you also have students who I go to a lot of their live streams, and a lot of times other students are too scared to hop on and practice and try speaking. They might be nervous, they might be afraid of making mistakes, but Hollow is a wonderful platform because not only can you talk to the teachers to practice in one-on-one classes or in live classes, but you can also talk to your fellow students and practice. So after you're finished with Teacher Hot's live stream, after we've been speaking, if there's a better time to do it, I don't know what it is, jump onto a student's live stream and
Hmm.
maybe ask to hop on, or maybe listen carefully about the conversation, practice your speech, practice your fluency, and then when you feel confident, jump on the call and everyone here has been very supportive. Every student live stream I've gone to, Teacher Rahat, no one has been mean. They've all been very supportive of each other when they're speaking, and I think that's wonderful.
That's
So
right.
talk to the teachers, talk to your fellow students is my best advice.
Thank you very much, Teacher Jared, for your time. I wish I could get you more time, but anyway, it's
I know.
because
I'm
it's like an
sorry.
ongoing program. Don't worry, Teacher Jared. Some teachers couldn't give much time. I'm going to invite them once again after finishing all the
Sure.
people who are in the queue. And thank you very much once again. I'm sure our listeners have learned a lot of things about you. And dear viewers, give a big clap to Teacher Jared, who is here. And
Yes.
once again, we like to see you in the future. And always, I invite all the Hello Teachers, if you have time, please always do jump here in here, my live streams.
Yes.
I always feel great when I see any of our fellow teachers are here. They come and talk here. You know?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to try and do better about matching up our time zones because it's sometimes very difficult for me to remember that we have teachers all over the world.
That's
So I
right.
will do my best to pop into a couple of your live streams, even if it's just to say hello.
That's right. Yeah. Thank you very much once again, dear viewers. And as you see, Teacher Jared has only limited time, so he has to go. And obviously, we'll see him in the future.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much, Teacher Rahat. And thank you, everybody, for your questions and comments. And I'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, dear viewers, that will be the wrap up of today's interview live stream with Teacher Jared. And thank you very much all of your lovely comments, lovely, different types of messages as well. Marwa, Asna, Kaxila, who else is here, and Yassine and other people. Thank you. I'll see you later. You take care and bye.